G'day everyone, how's it going? I am coming live from my holiday house at the moment, and I thought I might just do this quick live stream with you guys just to say hello and seasonal greetings as it's coming up to Christmas, and more than likely I might not be streaming on the next probably a couple of days. I might try it tomorrow, but I think we'll be pretty tired because we'll be head off to an early road trip. I am currently in where am I? Oh yeah, Airlie Beach is Wednesday, and I'll be out with Sundays tomorrow. We're going to go for a bit of a snorkeling and scuba diving, maybe. We'll see how that comes along. But just to say hi to you guys and some seasonal greetings. Now, I haven't really been working on computers at all. I have been playing with a little bit of the Alienware X15, playing more about the keyboard colors and stuff. That's all I've really been doing. I have been playing with a little bit of performance. It is quite a nice computer considering actually how thin and light that you would have saw last week's stream. But overall at the moment I haven't really been touching the computer just because I've been on a road trip, so we've been doing a bit of a drive, and it's just been taking quite a bit of a toll because we're quite tired at the moment from each trip and then all the day stuff that we've been doing while we're on holidays. But at the moment it's night time here, as you can see, and we've got quite a nice view. Maybe I might just give it a bit of a buzz on the day trips. I might try and just do a quick live just so you can see what's happening there. Maybe if I've got internet connection at Great Barrier Reef. I don't know if I will, but we'll find out. Okay, Andy, how are you doing? Hope you're doing very well. Well, our number of cases up here is crazy, but I'm kind of ignoring it as I'm just on holidays. We're just wearing our masks and making sure we're checking in. That's pretty much about it. I'm hoping you're doing very well down there. But yeah, that's pretty much all that's happening. And I've just turned off the aircon. It's getting quite heated up here now because I don't want the aircon blowing on this one here. So I thought I might just say hello and just keep up the live stream going. It's just a routine thing anyway. So, hey Jacob, how are you doing? You're new to me. I haven't actually, where you're from, Jacob? So yeah, at the moment I am just traveling around. I think after this one over at Airlie Beach, I'm heading over to, I think Cairns is my next stop, which is about an 8-hour drive. Oh, 8-hour drives. The drives aren't really fun and pretty, I can tell you that. A lot of people think you get some nice road trip, but when we're doing these big long drives, it's pretty boring here in North Queensland. It's just pretty much sugar canes, lots of sugar canes, and you see a lot of butterflies, so you get a lot of roadkills from that. But pretty much it's just sugar canes, and there's not really much to see from there on. If you do little small trips between each town, then yeah, it's something to see, but not really. I'm pretty much going, oh, India, awesome. Which part of India are you from, Jacob? But yeah, so pretty much just stopping along the way and just trying to get to the Cairns. Now, I've never been to Cairns, so it's an interesting place for me, and I'll try and do some filming there. Like I said, tomorrow I'll try and I did a bit of fishing today, which has been a while for me to do a bit of fishing, but it's been fantastic just to get outdoors, meet more people, and it's been absolutely great here at Airlie Beach. This is my first time at Airlie Beach. I have come to with Sundays before. I've done Hamilton Island, I've done Long Island, and travel around there, and that's been fantastic, but never actually landed on Airlie Beach. So Airlie Beach is the port to the Whitsundays Islands. That's actually famous for going to the Great Barrier Reef. You know, if you're not in Australia, the Great Barrier Reef is actually one of our biggest tourist places. Now, it is great for, of course, you can go for a nice scenic helicopter flights. You can also do your yachting and stuff like that, but really it's for scuba diving, and for people who can't scuba dive, then it's actually snorkeling anyway. I might try and do some scuba diving. Now I was hoping to actually get a GoPro to join me, but unfortunately I did not get my GoPro fast enough to actually go, so I'll just go scuba diving without it anyway. So I think I made my mind I might just go scuba diving. Now, I do hold a license for scuba diving, so it would be interesting to see, but I haven't scuba dived for quite a number of years now, so I might need a refresher course for that. All right, I'd love to watch your reviews. Thank you very much, and love it, and Merry Christmas greetings from India. Thank you. I hope you guys celebrate Christmas in India as well. I know it's a different seasonal greeting, so that's why I kind of say seasonal greetings. I think it's more politically correct. I don't know if you do get holidays over in India for what here in Australia we have the Christmas break. It's also where we have our school holidays as well too. So yes, Adelaide is going crazy. Yeah, it's the numbers are going crazy once they open those borders up. But all we can do is pretty much just make sure we're vaccinated and just kind of, I'm trying to what we call ignore the FUD. So I'm trying not to look at the numbers. I know there's quite, it's steeping up quite quickly for between these two states that we're both in, Andy. So yes, South India, awesome. How Hyderabad City. So I hope I've said it. Hyderabad City, is it? Hydro Band City, yeah. I've never heard of it. That's actually interesting. I might actually Google that later on after that, have a look where that is. But I've never heard of that. Hopefully that might be a very nice see. Now, I do know it's hearing it's a South India. I like very spicy foods. I've been told that as it goes down south of India, it gets spicier and spicier. So I think I will like the food there. That's for sure. I love spicy food. Anyway. Whereas in China, it's a bit different. As you move more north, it gets spicier and spicier. That's the opposite direction to India. So anyway, but yeah, for computer-wise, it really hasn't been doing much as I've been pretty much busy on holidays anyway. So, but I thought I'd just say hello. If you guys got any more questions for me, if not, I'm going to sign off and I'm going to do what I can to see if I can do a stream when I'm out in daytime, maybe hopefully in the Great Barrier Reef, so you guys can see what it's kind of like. I don't know if I'll be able to make any reception. The reception out in Australia, once you're in the sea, is pretty poor. Actually, even on the road, it's pretty poor. We're having issues because we've got 2 or 3 cars with us. We're having issues with our just communicating through mobile phones as we're driving through the small towns. The reception on mobile phone cellular is awful. Unlike a lot of the Asian countries, it's fantastic. I know I remember when I was scuba diving in Malaysia, even out in the deep, deep ocean, I was still getting full bars of reception on my mobile phone. So it's brilliant. But over here in Australia, it's awful. And that's about it. So yeah, just chilling and minimizing interactions with others. Yeah, I think that's all we can pretty much do. At the moment, I'm quite doing the opposite. I am out and about, but well, I think everyone's trying to keep the distance. That's one good thing over here. I can definitely see everyone's trying to keep the distance and checking in and checking, making sure people are checking in, they're checking the app anyway. So it's good. See, we have mandated over here in Australia, well, in Queensland. I'm not sure in other states, but here in Queensland, most of it we have to make sure we're vaccinated. If not, we can't actually go into the premise itself unless it's an essential service anyway. So. But I've encountered a few times where I had people, members in my party, which really my family members, and we forgot our mobile phones. So it turns out if you can forget your wallet, you can forget your keys, but you cannot forget your mobile phone because that mobile phone is your vaccination thing. So, and I tried to actually log into my Go and then realize, hold a second, the 2FA where it sends you an SMS, again, that's a mobile phone. So you can't forget your mobile phone these days. It's going to be your pretty much ticket to walking around anywhere. So definitely don't forget your mobile phone. Anyway, so yes. Getting Akash, how are you doing? Akash BNT, that's cool. That's an awesome little nickname there. But yes, that's all pretty much all it really is. I'm just gonna say hi to you guys and not much happening on terms of things. I think when I come back, we're gonna get a few more things on review and I am going to try and release some more things. I'm going to try my best to do some editing while on holidays. I don't know if I'm going to be able to because we're pretty packed out on each day and we're just tired from just looking after the kids and stuff like that. So yeah, but so yeah, not so smart in New South Wales sadly. Yeah, unfortunately that's just come across. I can't say blame New South Wales. It's going to come across everywhere, and we're just going to live with COVID at the moment. The only thing I'm worried about is not COVID. It's just worried about that 14 days quarantine once you get. If you get done by being a close contact, which takes a fair bit of time, which I don't really want. So that's pretty much it because getting COVID, yeah, we'll probably end up one day everyone get COVID, just to get immunity. But I'm vaccinated, and most people are vaccinated, hopefully. But the problem is once you get COVID, then you've got to quarantine self quarantine for 14 days or so. I think hopefully that changes. Maybe 7 days would be nicer rather than 14 days. But yeah, that's the only thing I'm more afraid of than actually COVID itself. So yeah, stay safe and enjoy your summer holidays as well. Andy, hi Brian. I love watching your stuff, mate. Thank you very much, Tala. How are you doing? But yes, that's pretty much all I've got. So what I might do is I might just sign off if no one's got any questions there. But I'm loving you guys interacting with me and saying things are good. So what's up? I'm doing very well, Meha. I'm doing very well. I'm actually getting started to get heated, so I'm going to start putting the aircon on very soon. As you can probably see, I'm starting to sweat here as well. So here it is. But it's a nice villa I've got here with another family. So it's been fantastic, and we've just been doing a lot of swimming around here. That's pretty much swimming, driving, swimming, and that's pretty much it. So yes, please visit India. I think I will one day definitely visit India. I don't know if India is open to Australia to travel to yet. I think there's a few countries, but I definitely want to start looking at doing some overseas trip. My family's been edging me about it, and I've been edging as well too. But at the moment, it's all to deal with the government and see how we run through things anyway. So yes, I'm definitely would love to see India. I've got a lot of people I want to visit in India. You guys have been fantastic to me in supporting my channel as well too. So yes, you're handsome Chinese. Thank you very much for that. I'm only a normal person. Anyway, but yes, that's pretty much all it is. I just want to say seasonal greetings, and definitely, if I'll try my best. I want to see if I can get my partner in crime in this road trip. He's more in finance, so we might actually do a live stream together. I'll see if I can convince him to do a live stream together, and maybe just see what, if you're in finance, what kind of sort of computers do you would be interested in, or what kind of specs you'll be interested in. We may even talk a bit about finance in a way, so that's something new to you guys. So yes, definitely. And I've got a question here. What are your options on Chinese Communist Party? I want you to answer this. Oh, well, it's not really a Communist Party at the moment. It's a one-party system at the moment. I would like to see a little bit more democratic side of things, where you actually have two parties rather than one party. I understand the system of having one party, and it does work in how they order stuff. Unlike a lot of people think is that with the Communist Party is it's a lot of voting system. There's no voting system, but there is actually a voting system. It just works on a much different level. What I don't like about it is there's just one person that's going to stay above everyone and dictate everything else. I like to see a second party, so you actually have the just the counterbalance and do things. What people don't realize is that with the voting system, you do have a voting system, but you just can't vote on the middle and top end class. What we're talking about is the people can vote the local government, and then what happens is they have to prove themselves to move to the next province government, and that's voted within their own political parties, and then not really political parties, but the political members, and it's through basically your experience and your accommodation. So your experience and also what you've done previously and how you. So it's actually working as your resume to then move to yourself to the province level, and then to the state level, and then move to all the way to the national level. So it doesn't, you can't really vote someone who's done no political work at all and then stack them right at the top. That's not the Communist Party. So in a sense, it's a proven working word. But the problem is there is now at the moment no counter party, and that's my only issue about it. But I'm not going to try and be more political. But that's what my thoughts are. I'm hoping that answers you, Mana. All the best. Thank you very much, Jacob. I will try and keep my best. And I'm hoping next year it'll be even better, as I've announced something to my members, and hopefully I'll announce a little bit more in next year about what's happening with this channel as well. So there's going to be big changes to this channel, just to let you guys know. Can you review was it P phone? It's P iPhone, if possible. I don't know where I do. I'll have a look. Phones aren't really my thing. I leave it to the mobile phone tech channels. But yeah, that's what I am kind of trying to keep to computers and stuff like that, and maybe gadgets. But yeah, iPhones and stuff like that, it's not something I'm very expert at. I actually watch other people's reviews more than anything else. And I actually hear a lot of people from other, my colleagues as well as my other friends who talk about mobile phones more, and I get their reviews on things in a way. But no, I'm not. Unfortunately, I'm not a big. You'll see what I've actually had an iPhone 6 for a very many years until 2 years ago, where I actually upgraded to Samsung 20s in a way, so to 20s SE, yeah, FE, sorry, FE, and I'm still onto that. I'm not one of those who just change phones every year. I stick with one phone for a while until it pretty much died. It was because of the GPS wasn't working in the iPhone 6 was always the reason why I had to move to a new phone anyway. So that's the. Thanks for not evading this question and giving your take on this issue. That's not a problem there. I think sometimes it's nice to hear a different perspective on political matter in ways. It is things. So, but yeah, I'm just not expert. That's just my thought. Of course, again, it's my own opinion in a way. Is it a Linux-based phone, which is very similar to a laptop? Wanted to know your take on. Oh, it's a Linux phone. Okay, I know. I had a few friends who started playing with that a fair number of years back. Ubuntu phones. I think that's how you call it. Ubuntu. I call it Ubuntu. I know some people don't like how I say Ubuntu, but I do know Linux phones do work very well. That's when I think they sort of developed the Samsung DeX from that. The idea is to actually have one device that you can just plug into a screen and then work at that as your operating system as well. So that'll be interesting. I'm personally not a big fan. It's more like I'm not very good and competent in Linux. I know a little bit of way around, but I'm not a fantastic way around. I personally don't really. I can't say I enjoy using Linux. Just I'm not a very good programmer to the point where I know Linux is very powerful. It is extremely powerful, but you do need to spend some time and effort on trying to customize it. It is brilliant for customization, and it's extremely powerful because it doesn't use much resources. But unfortunately, I think it's because of my own age, and I blame it on my own age, is that I don't longer enjoy having to program every part just to get a bit of the customization. I'm kind of getting a bit of a laid back where I'm actually kind of like a Mac, or I've had a Mac for a long time. Well, I'll just lay back and just hopefully have nice UIs done, nice customization really done, and I only do a little customization. Whereas, Ubuntu does a lot more than that. That's all. That's just my take on it. So I think it will do very well. I think it'll be very quick as well too, Linux-based phone. But I wonder how. One of the worst things about it, about phones, and I was talking about this also as a topic today to another person as well, is to deal with the operating system. No matter how good the operating system is on a phone, and this is to do, like, for example, Microsoft Windows-based phones, it didn't do very well. The actual operating system was brilliant, but the problem was not enough developers creating apps for that particular phone. So, well, not particular phone, but that particular OS. So it actually didn't do very well in terms of uptake in the market, so which didn't draw in more developers to actually create more apps. So basically, you've got a Windows phone, and it was fantastic what it did for basic Windows and, basic contacts in your phone and SMS and emails, and that's all you really could do it. And these days, you do a little bit more than that because your mobile phone is pretty much like a laptop these days. So it's got plenty of apps, but unfortunately that mobile phone, Windows phone, just did not have any apps support for it. So I think that's also one of the problems that could occur from a Linux-based phone, is that they may not have enough apps or searchable apps that could do some of your what you want to do with the phone, or make the phone more useful. That's my only thing I would. I haven't, I have not played with a Linux phone, so I don't know what the Linux support apps are, but that's the only concern I would have. I don't know if, JP, have you got more stories of you used a Linux-based phone before? But that's the only thing, is app support. That's more than anything else that I'm more worried about. I hope that helps you out. Let's have a look what we're up to. Can't understand, Brian. Yeah, no problems there. All good. Oh, good. Anyway, hopefully that's. Oh, I've done 20 minutes. I'm surprised I've done 20 minutes anyway. But yes, thank you very much for joining me, and definitely, guys, have a fantastic Christmas. If you're not religious or anything like that, hopefully seasonal greetings from here in Australia, and definitely have a fantastic day or night here. And definitely, as I'll definitely see you guys in the next video. And as always, remember, imperfections in life makes it beautiful and interesting. And I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.